saving, safety, and etc. You'll notice that almost every block will end with the words safety and etc. One of the things that we do want to make sure of is that we are safe at all times and that we teach things properly. Now, when it comes to basic CPR, signs of first aid, life-threatening emergencies, etc., it just basically asks how much knowledge and or skill do you have about it. If, for instance, you're like someone like me, for instance, I have working knowledge. I took some CPR and EMT course years ago. I do have some of the knowledge, so for me, I would probably put working knowledge. And I just simply put an X there, or a check mark, or whatever you want to put there. Any kind of mark will get the idea. If you are fairly knowledgeable, like you are a current EMT or something like that, then yes. If you're maybe a nurse or have the skills and ability of a nurse, then you would probably be highly skilled. Okay? Firecraft. Things like firecraft or starting a fire. If you know how to start a fire, as in camping. If you know how to keep a fire going, as in what type of wood to use, etc. And extinguishment. You know, making sure we know how to put fires out. Any of this, whether you're a firefighter, whether you're a avid camper, no matter your skill set, if one of these is something that you can do, then you'd put your level over here. And then again, if you're willing to teach what it is you know, then you'd make a mark right here, whether it be an X, a check, or just simply yes. So forth and so on. It goes down the list. There's a lot of things, including self-defense, auto upkeep, fishing, hunting. And when you go into hunting, you have guns, primarily rifles, the different types. Some things about hunting, like stealth, locations, where to hunt, and safety as always. Shooting, this one is pretty much with pistols and shotguns. You know, assembly, marksmanship, how to maintain, and safety as always. And then there's a longer list of items. Now right here it says other skill. If there's some skills that you have that you would not mind teaching to youth, or you think would be a good skill for them to have, you're welcome to write it in right here. And I've left several spaces for you to do that. And you can write your skill level. Are you willing to teach it? Down here at the bottom, I have some questions. These are more questions for thought. Whenever you're answering the skill questions above, these are some of the things that I want you to think about in addition. And these are, do you know and understand the different types of materials, the associated costs, safety? Are you willing to do more research for information accuracy? What that's meaning is simply, do you really know it, or do you just know about it? For instance, if you're fishing, when it says, do you know and understand the different types of materials? Fishing would be like, hey, I know the different types of lures. I know the different types of strings. I know the different types of rods and rod makers, which ones are better, which ones should be avoided. Do I understand how to fix minor things with rods? Do I know how to bait a hook? Do I know how to get the fish off the hook? Do I know where? Also, it goes into cost. You know, how much is it normally cost? How much does the fishing license cost? How much do rods cost? How much do boats cost? Or if you're renting a boat, buying a boat, or if you just know some places, what is the cost associated? And are you willing to do research for information accuracy? Basically, whatever it is that you are willing to teach, I would like to know that you are willing to actually go to the internet and books or sources and or professional friends and get the right information to make sure that what you're teaching is accurate, it's up to date, and is as safe as possible. again, safety is going to be something that's paramount with me, especially when we're dealing with our youth. We want them to be safe. Number two would be, what is the approximate cost per person? What difficulties are acquiring suitable training locations? For instance, going back to the example of fishing, we know we can pretty much guess what the costs are. There may be some hidden costs that we don't know about. That would be good to know. And how difficult would it be for us to take a group of youth fishing? You know, how easy it for us to is it for us to get the right locations, the right equipment? That would include training equipment. That would include the travel. How are we getting them there? How would we get back? Well, not how we get back, but how we get there. And that, I would imagine that would be the same way. What tools, what safety do we need, such as maybe life vests for those that aren't good swimmers? Next question, do you have specialized training or experience? That's just something we'd like to know. It's not a question you have to answer. If you require additional help in training, teaching, how many persons would you need to assist you? Again, going back to the fishing trip, if you are a person that's teaching it, and you decide, hey, we're going to take the kids out, or the youth out, rather, how many other people do you need? Say, for instance, we bring along 15 youth, then you may want to get maybe an adult or a responsible older kid to help out with the oversight and the safety of the youth. A good rule of thumb for me is maybe no more than 3 to 5 youth per adult. I think that kind of gives us some kind of basis. The other question is, do you have friends or family or someone you know closely that would be willing to teach? And if you require additional help in training, I actually hit that question already, excuse me. But that's pretty much what this assessment is. That's my quick down and out video, just to kind of go over the form with you so you'll know what it is you're looking at and why we're doing it. I think this is of the utmost importance. We so often we have a habit of saying how the kids don't have respect, and we obviously have difficulty in reaching them. I think things like this, especially when we find their interest, then they'll want to hear what we have to say. And I think just their interaction with the adults will be something that is invaluable. It'll probably be, in my mind, as invaluable as the skills that we are able to teach our youth. With that, if there's any questions, please just reach out to me. Most of you will have my email. I am on the BWC list. My email address and everything is open on the website. And if you haven't gone to the website, please go to the website, support our website. I'll try to get this video and this Excel sheet posted on the video. And if you need a hard copy, just let me know. I'd be happy to print out a hard copy and go over it with you in person. Thanks, and have a blessed day.